Hello everyone, I'm Joe Catron with Yakima Chief Ranches, here with my esteemed agronomy team, Rob, DCR, and Sabrina. We're here to give you a nice crop update and harvest wrap-up for crop year 2025. Overall quality was exceptional across the tri-state area, Washington, across the big three brands, Simcoe, Citra, Mosaic. Really about 90 to 95% of our established POs, so not quite the production we were hoping for, but really darn close. And the newest releases, so Crush and Dulcita, released over the last couple years, those both exceeded POs. So really excited to see those new brands really excelling in the field and making an impact in brew houses across the world. We're going to kind of break it down by state as well, so hand it over to our Oregon agronomist, Rob Laurie.
Yeah, so we had a fantastic year in Oregon. It was our first sort of normal growing year in the last 5 years or so. So Citra, Mosaic had higher yields than normal, sort of 10 to 15% above average. Simcoe, early on, we saw some downy mildew outbreaks there, which were initially of concern. We thought we'd see yield reductions of 15 to 20%. Fortunately, in the end, we were only down sort of 5 to 10%. Quality was great across the board, very few incidents. Growers are happy. We have a couple of plantings down there of Dulcita. Just planted some Crush and HBC 1325 this year, which are looking great. So excited to see how they perform in the years to come.
Yeah, so speaking on Idaho, they had an excellent growing season this year. Relatively low pest and disease pressure, great weather for growing. They had a few wind and rainstorms that hit them in mid-July, mid-August, but didn't do too much damage there. Overall, the big three varieties, Citra, Mosaic, Simcoe, all exceeded POs by about 5 to 15%, so all the growers were very happy with their yields there. outside of the three-state report, we also are doing all sorts of cool work here at YCR, mostly led by our research agronomist, Sabrina. So do you mind kind of give us a little insight into some of the projects you're working on and the reasons behind those?
Yeah, definitely. So we had a really awesome year of research. We had 7 field trials going on that ranged from looking at the quality of hops and our brands to disease pressure and yield optimization. Now we're still in the analysis phase, but we're hoping to get all of the results in by the end of year, and we'll be sharing with growers. One of the particularly interesting programs that we launched this year was the intern independent projects. Interns were paired up with a grower services mentor, and we guided them through the process of designing and implementing their own trial. So we had an intern that attempted to masculinize female hops using chemicals out in the field to produce viable pollen. We also had an intern create a grower survey to assess the cover cropping practices that our growers complete. So it's really interesting to see these interns get out and interact with growers and share the results at the end of the year. So we were really excited about that.
It's been no secret the last couple of years it's been fairly tough for the hop industry as a whole. A lot of idled acres, a lot of acreage reductions. Here at YCR, we're in a pretty good position with some of our brands really starting to rebound. So we had a couple hundred acres of new plantings going in spring of 2025, and we're looking forward to some more incremental acres going in next year. And in addition to new acres, we're also working with all of our growers to refresh old plantings with virus-free rootstock. And so I'd like to bring in our Director of Greenhouse Services, Cameron Fox, the man in charge of producing all the plants and getting these virus-free plants out to our growers.
So I guess go over a couple things that we're doing here in the greenhouse. As you can see behind us, we have about 30 acres worth of plants here. It's a combination of overwintered pots for our growers that they can put in the spring. A really nice way to kind of get a head start. We also have some mother stock that we're growing to take cuttings off of next year for spring production. Just an overview of what's going on here at the greenhouses. We're in the midst of putting our mother stock into vernalization in the cooler. And getting prepped really for next year for our big push, getting plants ready to go out to growers. Kind of this downtime or slower time in the season, we're also doing some greenhouse upgrades, putting in LED lighting for our mother house, putting in a water treatment system, and then upgrading our actual propagation spaces to make plant quality and uniformity better for all of our growers as plants go out the door. Looking forward to getting out and seeing plants going to the ground with our growers in the spring and interacting with anybody that wants to come through and see what we're doing here in the greenhouse.
A lot of exciting work in our genetics and breeding team and research, greenhouse here and the operations team. Of course, all the agronomy team interfacing with growers. Overall, 2025 was an excellent quality year. I think our brewing customers are going to be very satisfied with what they're receiving from Yakima Chief, and we look forward to a great year in 2026. Have a good winter.
All right, from the Yakima Chief family to you, just wanted to say happy holidays, and we'll see you next year. I'm not swinging my hips for you guys.